Everybody has a podcast.
What up? Welcome in. Everybody has a podcast. Oh, God. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And back in the house. Whis Creeper coming along shorter than hell, you know.
J.Wiggy, take out the trash!
Oh, what it do with you guys out there? What it do, Grant Mills? Happy Monday, everybody. 9:30 on the cast. What's happening, my friend? Anything exciting in your world?
Happy Monday, Baller Buster.
Fuck you.
Coming up. Oh, man, our weekend, our weekend was all right, man. How was your weekend?
It was good. A really good. Man, what a weird football weekend in April. You got the draft, USFL, XFL. Man, just a lot of football. Never would have thought that years ago you'd see that in April, but good. Actually saw the Stallions play, and beautiful weekend. So nothing to complain about my way.
Hi. Cool. I had a pretty laid back weekend. Fucking, I didn't do too much, and that's good for me because that's just sometimes how it is. You know what I mean?
Now, you did dip your toes in a little Basil Hayden, is that right?
Oh, Basil Hayden, yeah, I did. Not bad.
That's really
That shit though, I can really easy to drink.
I was gonna say it's dangerous. It's so damn easy. It's good. I haven't had it in a minute, but that was a good reminder that I needed to pick up a bottle because that is one of my favorites. And yeah, I didn't realize it's Jim Beam. Is that right, or did I read it wrong
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
bottle?
It's no, you're right.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah,
Yeah, so
good.
not bad, smooth. I drank a lot of it and I didn't get drunk. The mash bill's good on it. Like I told you, some bourbons in their mash bill will fuck you to hell. This one, pretty easy to drink. I swear, I drank like a lot of it. That's kind of like Buffalo Trace, dude. You can kill a half a fifth and
Oh
like,
God, yeah.
you know, I still don't. It doesn't get me fucked up though. I don't know. Like some bourbon, like the Jacks and a lot of the those I can drink like really easy, and then I don't get fucked up, man. But like whew, some of them pretty bad, pretty bad.
Yeah, Buffalo is such a fucking delicious bourbon. I remember buying a bottle because it's so hard to find now. It's getting a little easier here, but they mark it up so much. But I remember when it was tough, I went to Tennessee and I found a bottle, and I think it was on a Friday. Man, that Saturday, I was like, I'll have a glass, man. I finished that shit that night. Went down so easy, so smooth, and yeah, didn't feel like really shit the next day.
Hell yeah, that shit is very good. I did have sex with this girl this weekend.
You did. Tell us about it.
I did, man. She was so dumb. She thought Hamburger Helper came with another person. I don't know why I hit that whip button. That was the wrong button. But guess who's in the house? Whis, what up?
What up, Whis?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Hope you had a good weekend.
Did. It was all right.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Whis?
Well, me and baby, we went and saw a toad shaman and smoked some toad venom. I got closer to God, y'all.
Toad shaman? Wow, that's some out there shit. So you smoke toad venom.
Y'all just don't know about the energies of the earth, and you just gotta feel love. Sometimes you just don't realize how small you are in the world, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. That's
What?
horrible.
And you're on Baller or Buster. I'm going to need you to fucking, like, not be dumb. Oh, man. What else is going on?
Whis a buster all the time.
$5, Buster.
I mean, yeah. Whis is in love with Wendy.
That's true love.
Wendy?
motherfuckers.
That's cute. That's cute.
Whis
Well-
is always playing games.
J.Wiggy, what's the what's you got your meal prep ready? What's the meal prep looking like for this week?
Meal prep this week is really, really bland. I've got chicken breast on the menu, got some meatballs, always a little steak. Man, I get kind of bored with rice and potatoes, so I don't really have a ton of carbs this week. I got some fruit, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, and for dessert, little squares of dark chocolate. Not too bad.
Y'all ever do like fish?
Yeah, I got a little
herring?
bit of salmon, man. Yeah, we do salmon mostly.
What about a nice fried cod?
Fried cod. Man, that fried shit, that's what's going to get your ass.
I don't give a damn.
Man, I got to. It's just, it's something I love. Now, salmon I love, but I do like fish. I actually wanted to go to the Gulf and catch a mess of fish and bring it back and freeze it for a while because fish is expensive as fuck and it's stinky.
What? Smelling like a poo. Before that low key one.
They need an episode with just sound effects. Everybody just listens, and for an hour, it's just fucking. Oh,
Brody, get in the jello.
Again.
What is this shit? Well,
This
I
is
know one
terrible.
thing we got going on is that fucking Baller or Buster 2023 edition, third annual Baller or Buster let's go ahead and without further ado, let's just get into this shit.
Fuck yeah.
Baller or Buster. Welcome in. Everybody has a podcast. Grant Mills, J.Wiggy, Whis, breaking down the top 10 NFL draft picks for 2023. Who's gonna be a baller? And who's gonna be a buster? The boys are gonna break it down for you. Stay tuned. Baller Buster 2023 edition. I'm Lucy B. Enjoy.
God damn. Baller Buster, everyone. 2023 edition. That's right. Third annual Baller or Buster. So, I don't know if you motherfuckers tuned into the draft. I did. We're only doing the top 10 because who the hell cares about the rest of them? J.Wiggy, did you catch any of the draft?
I did catch the draft. I actually watched the first 3-4 rounds. Definitely the first round, first 10 picks, because I wanted to get a head start on Baller or Buster. But, I saw a lot of feedback on it. I do wish the draft was a weekend thing. And it was at one time. Is that not right? It was a Saturday. They started then. The Thursday night shit. I don't know. I think it starts getting forgettable by the weekend. I'd rather them start on the weekend, make it a whole all-day Saturday, Sunday fiasco. That being said, yes, I did catch it. Was interesting, especially the top 10. So I'm excited with Grant Mills and to a much lesser degree, Whis breaking this shit down.
What? Let's go ahead and do it then. We're going to go ahead and start with number 1. A fast processor with quick release and the touch to lead receivers to yards after the catch. Rare poise. No moment's too big. Bryce Young from Alabama going to the Carolina Panthers. Raj would be excited. Well, I mean, come on. Bryce fucking Young. I think this is a good pick. I think this is a good team. They're in rebuild mode. They need a young quarterback. The league is going to this more Russell Wilson looking like QB. It's got a lot of, he's a true dual threat quarterback. Man, they say he's undersized. I don't think so. I think it's all about fit, and I think this is a good one. He's definitely a baller for me.
Baller.
What about you, J-Wig?
I honestly could not have said it better. Bryce Young, you're going to have 4 starting Alabama quarterbacks, Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, and now Bryce. And I think Bryce is the best of the pack. I mean, arguably the best of those 4 at Alabama. And the undersized thing, he was really not injury prone. He started, 2 seasons? Played in 3, went in as a junior early draft, and I don't think the size bothers him. He's really tough. He's poised in the pocket. Absolute baller. I think the best product that Saban's had at Alabama as a quarterback. I think the Panthers, I think it's a great fit for him. So 100% baller. Honestly, no questions. I don't see anything. They say he may play at 185, 190, but like you said, that's just the way the game's going. He's quick. He's not injury prone. Bryce Young is going to have a really successful career in the NFL.
Baller.
That's good.
I mean, he's definitely fucking baller, y'all. I'm not dumb.
That's good because I thought you might say something dumb.
Eh,
Oh God, that's powers of analyzing quarterbacks blows me away. Excellent job, Whis.
Baller.
So we got 3 baller votes on that, man. All right, so that's pretty much easy. Let's go to number 2, C.J. Stroud. So he is your quintessential kind of quarterback for the NFL. 6'3", 214 out of Ohio State. And let's see let's go back to Bryce Young, 5'10", 204 Alabama. We already went on that, but I just give you those stats for the fuck of it. Anyway, C.J. Stroud, 6'3", 214 out of Ohio State. Pure pocket passer. I was impressed against Georgia, but that's it. He doesn't have a lot of tape against what I would consider worthy opponents. He's got a unique feel for trajectory. I think he still got to improve some things. Got a smooth delivery, and I think he's got some potential here. Going to Houston as the 2nd overall pick. He's got a 94 grade. Didn't do very good on the Wonderlink though, and could be some questions about that. But we're talking about athletic prowess. Man, you know what? I'm going to say baller on him. It's really a 50 ball. I'm going to say baller.
Baller.
Like, what do you think about Stroud?
Whew, that's a good breakdown. I think I share the same sentiments that you do, Grant Mills. I watched a lot of Ohio State. They were a good competitive team. Impressive quarterback. Didn't do anything that made me think he was one of the best. He's surrounded by great talent, but he came through. The Wonderlic stuff and that, I never realized how much stock these NFL executives put into that. It's crazy. Like, they're actually testing your smarts, but they look back. This is your analytical skills and whatnot. And I think the NFL, don't think it's not an opinion. It's true. It's a much faster play. You got to think quick, much quicker than college, and you're the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. So how does how does a dumbass do in that environment? No, I'm kidding. Good size, good throws. I'm going to lean on Buster on this one. And it's not that I think he's going to be bad. I just don't think he's going to have a storied career. And I think he will play a couple of years and probably be forgettable. I honestly don't have really any reason to justify that. But his, that intellectual shit scares me. So I'm going to say Buster on Stroud.
Buster.
All right. Whis, what do you think?
I'm talking down on a fucking Ohio State, yeah. I don't think so, motherfuckers. He's a baller all day.
Baller.
All right, so you're going baller. Yeah, I'm like that baller vote that I put in there is not, I don't know, I'm not really, it's just, who the hell knows? Like I said, it's 50 ball. 3rd pick in the NFL 2023 draft. Oh, shit, sorry.
Whis Creever.
What? Is Will Anderson Jr. out of Alabama. Whoa. Linebacker. 6'4", 253, Alabama. 95 grade. Good to see some defense out here. He is a beast. Look, man. He can get to the quarterback. He's a good pass rusher. He sets hard edge. Locates the ball. And quickly disengages defending the run. got a pretty good range, and I mean, dude's a beast. So coming from the Alabama pedigree, this is an easy deal here. And I mean, he's a defensive player. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like those guys. If you're really good on defense, and you're coming from Alabama, come on, man, he's a baller. He's a baller. He is a baller.
Baller.
What do you think, Wig?
100% baller. Will Anderson Jr., man, he's been a fucking beast since he's been on campus. This last season he wasn't as productive, but he was getting double teamed nearly every game. If you go back and watch his matchups, I mean, they had to put 2 on him. So that speaks volumes about how good he is. Not much to say. Big old motherfucker, 6'4", 253. I mean, just a destroyer when he gets back there. So I think that's actually a good fit too. I think they Texans got a great fit for their defense there. So baller all the way.
Baller.
I mean, we're talking about Alabama, and he's a baller guy.
Baller.
So we got all 3 ballers on that one. That's a pretty easy one, though, man. I mean,
Yeah.
We'll go to number 4. This is an interesting one. Anthony Richardson, going to the Colts out of Florida, 6'4", 244. We've seen a lot of him, a lot of impressive games and not impressive games. He is a beast. He can drive the ball very easily. He's a big boy. Got speed, too. He's fast as fuck. And it's a lot of potential with this guy. People are looking at him as potential. He had some just horrible games, though, man. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say Buster on him.
Buster.
What do you think, Wiggy?
You're still in my thoughts. You're in my head. I mean, when he was good, he was good. When he was bad, he was shitty. Florida was not an impressive team last year, and that's no fault of his own. There's 21 other guys starting, but at the end of the day, the quarterback's the leader. There were games and plays that were highlight reels, and then he was a low light. Big old dude, 6'4", 244. Kind of reminds me of like a Tebow kind of guy, man. You might want to move him out to check him out at a different position than quarterback. I don't see it. I think he's a large dude. I think he can make the big plays, but will he? I don't see it. Buster for me.
Buster.
I think he's a fucking baller guy. Fuck all y'all. I think he's gonna do it. They can give him like 2 years to sit behind some quarterback and put a pen and plan. I don't know about the coach, y'all. That's the only thing that might make my Buster. But I'm gonna say baller guy.
Baller.
That's a bad pick, Whis.
You shut up, dumbass.
We're going to go ahead and go to pick number 5 now. And now, a lot of these, I don't know who the fuck there are. The rest of them, except for Bijan Robinson and Jalen Carter, really. Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois. Cornerback. 93 grade. Looks like he's pretty good. 6 foot, 181. They didn't take no safeties in the top 10. There's about, I don't even fucking know, man. He's on the defense, man. I never saw any of his shit. I don't watch Illinois. It seems like he can get off blocks pretty good, and you know what? Let's just say Buster. I'm gonna say Buster.
Buster.
What do you think about
Buster.
this dude?
I actually am completely opposite. I went back and watched his highlights and some of the games, and he was pretty fucking impressive. Made some outstanding plays at corner. Good shutdown corner. really sticky on the receivers. I mean, now again, I think you make a good point. This guy's from Illinois, so what type of talent was he playing against? Going in, it's always hard to gauge that. You've had SEC, Big Ten, and everybody else, ACC with Clemson. So Illinois is kind of a team you don't expect to have a top 10 pick. Fuck, you don't expect them to have many first round picks. So that concerned me. But watching the highlights that I did, extremely impressive corner, and picked high for a reason. So I'm gonna say baller. I think he's a dark horse here. I think it's a good pick based on what I see. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go baller.
I'm gonna go with J.Wiggy on this one. Say baller as well. He looked pretty good, and I think his first year he's gonna fucking ball out, yeah.
All right, so two ballers and a buster. Pick number 6 out of Ohio State, Paris Johnson Jr.
Paris.
Oh, fancy name. Offensive tackle. Ohio State. 91 grade. Overall ranked 12 to position. He's a fucking big dude at 6'6", 313. I watched some Ohio State, but like most people, man, I mean, I watch ball, but I'm not looking at the O-line. Like, I don't just like looking at the O-line and But you know what? I want to say baller on this guy because I just have a feeling. What do you think about this dude, Wiggy? What do you think about this dude?
What do I think about Paris? Paris Johnson?
Zutalo.
Paris Johnson Jr. 6'6", 313. Big old motherfucker. Speaks volumes. He was at Ohio State protecting Stroud, so I think that probably a win in the column. If you give Stroud's, if you give him, who I said was a buster, make him a good quarterback. He's probably doing his job on the line. Offensive linemen are going to be hard to say because if you're that big, that size, I don't want to say you have to be one-dimensional, but you just have one job to do. You're protecting your quarterback or your runners. I think it's more than that, but it's a little bit more of an easy dynamic in what your skills are. You're big, you're blocking. If you can be good at that, then you can probably have a long, successful career. And, they kind of go under the radar. So I'm with you. I'm going to say he's going to be a baller. He's got the size, and he comes from a good pedigree.
I mean, he's from the Ohio State University, dumbasses. What do y'all think I'm going to say, guys? He's a baller.
That's 3 ballers on that one. What? Now, pick number 7. Going to my Raiders. Defensive end, Tyree Wilson, 6'6", 271 out of Texas Tech. Powerful pass rusher. Difficult to keep off the quarterback. And I've seen a little bit of stuff on this guy, actually. He gets off blocks pretty fast, and he's got length. I mean, he's long. Big boy. Texas Tech. Now, you know what? I'm going to say, damn. I just don't know, man. This one's kind of hard. I'm going to say baller on him. I'm going to say baller on Tyree. Just going to the Raiders. I'm going to say baller.
Ballin'.
What do you think about Tyree Wilson going to the Raiders here, Wiggy?
I think they need all the help they can get, so I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm with you. I watched some of his highlights. Pretty impressive. Texas Tech really doesn't do much for me, but, again, he's thought well enough to
Patrick
get picked that
Mahomes came
early.
out of there, but he's a quarterback.
Yeah, stand corrected a little bit. You know, and I don't even dislike Texas Tech. Just been kind of quiet the past couple of years. But the one thing I remember they said, this dude has a massive fucking wingspan, 6'6", with a 86-inch wingspan. That's over 7 foot, which is the average of an NBA player. So as big as this dude is, as well thought of as he is by these coaches, you know, 6'6", 271, 86-inch wingspan, getting off blocks quick, man. I think he's going to be a baller.
I mean, I just have a feeling this dude's a buster. He looks like an old buster.
Buster.
All right, so you got a buster and 2 ballers. It seems that some of these players that are like on the offensive line and the defensive ends, you don't really hear a lot about them anyway. So, they have a successful career. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily know, I guess, but maybe you would. Fuck, I don't know. If you're paying attention, they just don't get highlighted, but you would be able to tell, I guess, fairly easily still right now on the age of the net. But
yeah, I think that's the best career though. Something under the radar. You're not a face of the franchise. Nobody. You could probably go most places. Nobody's gonna know who you are, but you're still a multimillionaire. I don't think you can beat that. I think fame would be cool for such a short amount of time, and then you're gonna get fucking sick of it. So I think that's good. You know, OTs and defensive linemen, man, do your shit, collect your checks, have a long career, and you know, I think, and this is just completely assuming, you're probably going to be better protected, you know, on the line from getting, you know, banged in the head full speed and shit like that. Then again, you're getting collision every play in the trenches, man. But you're not returning a punt and getting speared by somebody running full speed. So I don't know. There's always that concern.
that is a concern. Ho! Pick
Who we at?
number 8. Bijan Robinson. 5'11", 215 out of Texas. Running back. Hey, running back is such a fucked up position because you will get fucked up at this position. Now, Bijan, he going ATL out of Texas. He's a running back. He is pretty beastly. He's instinctive, reliable pass catcher, and he can get some yards after contact as well if he's catching that ball. So I don't know about this guy. I'm gonna say buster. I just feel like I just feel like a buster.
Buster.
What do you think about Bijan, man?
Dijon Mustard Robinson. Yeah. Bijan. I went back and forth on this when I thought about it. You know, pretty good player. Watched some Texas games. You know, impressive combine performance, at least in the 40, 4.4. I think that's pretty solid speed. Good size for running back, 5'11", 215. I originally wanted to say baller, but man, I don't know. I'm so I don't know. I'm on the fence on it. I'm gonna say a cautious buster, and I don't think he's gonna be a complete flop, but just something about him doesn't impress me. Maybe it's his name, Bijan. I don't know. I'm gonna say buster on it. I just don't see it.
Buster.
I think this dude right here is a fucking baller, y'all. I love Bijan. Mustard is pretty good. I don't like the yellow stuff, so that's what I'm gonna say. He's a baller, yeah.
Baller.
Man,
Did you say
NFL
Bijan?
the combine staff listening to Whis's analysis tonight, and they're going to hire him to run the NFL combine next year, basing somebody's skills off their name sounds like mustard. So, okay.
Let's get a Wonder League score of -1.
I mean,
Shut up, dumbasses.
what's the Wonder League? Yeah.
All right. So got 2 busters and a baller now. Wheelch. Pick number 9 out of Georgia. Georgia is Jalen Carter going to the Philadelphia. I was about to say 76ers. That's not right. Philadelphia Eagles. 6'3", 314 out of Georgia, 93 grade. Dude was a beast. Had some issues off the field, but he's coming out of fucking Georgia, and he's a defensive player. And I don't know, man. I'm just gonna, you know what? When it comes, like I said, when it comes to this defense and shit, and then coming up in the system with Georgia, you got Kirby. He's from the Saban tree. So man, I am going baller. Wiggy, what do you think about Jalen Carter? It's a Carter.
Georgia. Oh, Georgia. Yeah, Jalen Carter's one that I've gone back and forth on too. They I think who was it that got under fire for saying he had character issues, and that became an issue.
Todd McShay.
That's right.
Then all that shit happened, and Todd McShay's like, yeah.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, I think that's a big deal. It doesn't make you... It's easier... Listen, it's easier to get away with clowning when you're an adult and this is your career. They don't care. They want you to perform. In college, it's a lot more under the microscope. Maybe different. I shouldn't say that, but college is going to kick you off. NFL, man, they're just going to fucking play you. It's about money. He comes from Georgia. Great size. I mean, really a fucking... That LSU game, he picked up the quarterback in one arm, holding the hands on him. He's a fucking monster. Dude moves well for a 314-pound big old dude. State weightlifting, I think second place finisher, 395-pound bench press. I mean, that's strong motherfucker. I went back and forth. I wanted to say Buster originally, but like I did opposite of Bijan Mustard, I'm going to go a cautious baller. I think if he keeps himself in check, works hard, and keeps up, that pedigree from Georgia, plays like he can, I think he can do really well. So I'm going to say baller for Jalen Carter.
Baller!
All right, y'all, I'm moving with him. I'm going to say he's a buster because, I don't give a damn, y'all.
All right. Well, then you'll say Buster.
Buster!
Oh, we got one more pick. Last pick for Buster. Darnell Wright out of Tennessee. 6'5", 333 pounds. 90 grade. He's massive. Pretty quick. He can get to the second level. He's caught out of Tennessee. He a buster, man. Fuck this motherfucker. I'm gonna say Buster.
Buster!
What are you thinking here?
Fuck the Vols, Buster.
Buster!
I hate Tennessee, y'all. I think he's a stupid ass and a buster.
Buster!
All right. Well, that's it. Top 10 NFL draft. Baller or Buster. There you go, folks. So only time will tell. Stay tuned for next year's Baller or Buster when we do it again. All right. Oh, man, that was good.
That was good. We had, I think there was 3 unanimous ballers for our top 10 that you, Whis, and myself all agreed were, and that's going to be Bryce Young, Will Anderson, a little Bama love there, and then number 6, Paris Johnson Jr. out of Ohio State. So we got to keep an eye on all our top 10, but those 3 in particular to see how they do and see how our analyses play out for the future. But, anything, Grant Mills, that stood out to you in the first round? Did you watch the whole first round? Did you see any surprises that anything you liked, disliked?
Fucking Will Levis fell out of the first round, and
yeah.
I don't, you know what? No, I didn't think he was gonna go high. Anyways, tape wasn't that good. Nobody in the SEC really. It was that stupid ass Mel Kiper that fucking pumped him up so hard, and those so-called experts says he was gonna go in the top 5. It wasn't there. His tape wasn't there. And then he had all these weird fucking answers, when the interviews. I don't know if he's trying to be cute or what, but they didn't like that. And so, yeah, man, I wasn't really surprised. I know a lot of people probably were, but, it's actually better for him, man. He seems like an idiot. So if he would have got like in the top 5 and a fat contract, he might have Ryan Leafed his way straight out of the league. So I think this way is better. You got, it's Kentucky, man. Okay, first of all. And second of all, he's going to need to prove himself. And I think that's probably, he got a good chance. So let's see what's happening. I mean, look at Brock Purdy. He was Mr. Irrelevant. And so you never know what can happen. But I don't have a good feeling about him, man.
No,
so.
I agree. That's a really good pick on some surprise because, yeah, he's up there with his girl all decked out, ready for prom night, and I mean, his expectations are he's going. He's top 5, if not a top 10. He's up there. That's what he's feeling, and got back to the next day. He was the first pick of the second round, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Whatever
or 2.
Number 33 was that the first one? Oh, the second round?
Yeah, he may have been the first or maybe the second. But yeah, I don't think he had anything in particular that stood out. I mean, he played for fucking Kentucky. I think, I always heard that he kind of helped drum himself up. But yeah, a little bizarre in the way he conducted his interviews. So really, kind of a weirdo, but, that's a good point too. I mean, I think you're still in it. I mean, you're a round 2 pick. I mean, you're still making a shit ton of money, not the first round money, but still a substantial amount. But it gives you something to play for and to prove the haters wrong. But I still think I'm with you. I think he's going to be a forgettable candidate. Anything else that you saw that any of your NFL teams pick up any good players or?
Yeah, I didn't pay attention after the
the
top. Yeah, after the first day, man, it's really whatever. So,
yeah, well, as a Bama guy, I thought Gibbs going at 12th almost got in the top 10. I thought he was a steal. I mean, I wish Bama would have had him one more year. He's also a Georgia Tech product, so I can't take full Bama credit on that. But what an outstanding back! Ran a 4.3 in the combine. So, but going to Detroit, so Godspeed, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Well, they get a good check. That's about it. But Detroit is cursed. Cursed! Oh! So we'll see about those fools and see how their careers pan out. And, let's get into the news. Oh yeah! So we got on tap right now. We got some. This isn't really odd news. It's kind of funny, and we got some Nerdo news as well for all of you guys that like being nerds, and I like being a nerd sometimes. So it's not a negative thing. But in kind of odd news, school principal unlocks dumpster and finds bear inside. This picture's pretty funny. So this bear getting out of a dumpster. This guy's hauling ass. By Ben Hooper. So it looks like some West Virginia. And there's actually video of this thing. And Nicholas County Board of Education, Mayhurst, a school principal in West Virginia, received a scare Monday morning when he unlocked a dumpster outside of the building and came face to face with a bear. There's a video posted by the Nicholas County Board of Education on Facebook. It shows Zela Elementary School Principal James Marsh removing the latch from a dumpster outside the school Monday morning. And he's looking at this thing. He's getting it out. It looks like it was locked up. How the hell the bear? Huh. And it shows him removing the latch. And when he removes the latch, this bear hops out of there. Damn! But the bear's running away too, so we're trying to fuck with him. But damn, that's pretty funny. So yeah, he didn't get fucked up though. But
He's
kind of
looking for
funny.
some snacks.
Yeah, he was just looking for some food.
Yeah.
It wasn't a grizz. It looked like a black bear there, so I don't think they're as bad as like a fucking grizzly. But still, man, I'd be running.
Fuck yeah.
She.
Still a bear.
I mean, I'd be the safe.
Oh, okay.
German man breaks record for assembling Mr. Potato Head blindfolded. Another Ben Hooper article. And there is video on this. Fastest time to build a Mr. Potato Head blindfolded. A German man was awarded an unusual world record when he assembled a Mr. Potato Head toy in 12.11 seconds while blindfolded. Andre Ortolf, a serial world record breaker with more than 100 titles to his name, donned a blindfold and started with a fully disassembled Mr. Potato Head toy. Ortolf added the feet, arms, and head, face, and hat to the plastic spud in 12.11 seconds, earning a Guinness World Records title. Ortolf previously broke the record for the fastest time to finish a Capri Sun after drinking his beverage pouch in 10.41 seconds. Well, I remember them damn Capri Suns, man.
Yeah, them
That
motherfuckers
pouch,
good.
like, yeah, like pure sugar, but they were good.
Man, this motherfucker got too much time on his hands coming up with all sorts of wacky shit.
Man, there is video if you guys want to peep that dumb shit. Anyway, so what else is going on? Let's get into some little video game news. Video game. Blockbuster game development costs are out of control. This one's by Ethan Gack. Microsoft's fight over the Activision deal reveals ballooning game budgets. Yeah. They bought Activision for like 60-something billion or something, right? Fucking ridiculous. So the production of big-budget games has felt unsustainable for a while now, and all evidence points to major blockbusters only getting more expensive in the years to come. Testimony in the regulatory fight over Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard shows that the game publisher is spending more and more than ever to make new entries in their biggest franchises, from Call of Duty to Grand Theft Auto 6. One publisher even claims to spend over $1 billion on a recent release when both production and marketing costs are taken into account. A recent decision by the UK's Competition and Markets Authority to block Microsoft's merger was accompanied by a 418-page report outlining its research and reasoning, including a section devoted to ever-rising game development costs. It cites research by market analyst firm IDG projecting blockbuster game budgets would grow from an average of 50 to 150 million last console generation to over 200 million for games released in the next couple of years. Back in 2014, it was closer to 60 million. So the report also says that some AAA franchises like Call of Duty have development budgets already exceeding 300 million, and the next GTA and other future tentpoles are expected to hit 250 million or higher. Activision is quoted in saying in his report, with reference to Call of Duty, we have to make so much content for Call of Duty, we can't even lean on one lead studio anymore. Now we need almost 1.5 lead studios for each annual COD. That kind of bandwidth pressure is forcing us to outsource more and more. I don't see that changing anytime soon. So, as with everything, looks like costs just going up and going up and going up and going up.
Inflation!
What?
Joe Biden.
So, Yeah, what a fuckhead. Well, that's going to keep on happening, folks. I don't really play games that much. Well, I do. Well, anyway, we do play games here. So that's what we do. But I don't get into like those flagship games like Call of Duty and all that shit. Those games, I really don't do too much. I don't
Yeah, you
know.
seem like you have a more diverse palate and appreciation for some classical taste, and you kind of change it up. But there's some guys that are just strictly. There's some people that just die on that hill of that one game, and Call of Duty and GTA 5 come to mind. So I'm with you. I like to keep my. I got to keep it new, keep it interesting. Go back to the classics, swap it up a little bit.
Swapping up.
I love swapping, yeah.
Ho! Worst Zelda game gets new life as a fan-made Game Boy. I think I
What?
was supposed to say remake. It says demake by
Oh,
Zach
shit.
Zweeson. I need to proofread your shit. Or if demake's a word, I don't think so. Back in the
I don't think so.
1990s, Philips tried to break into the video game market with his doomed-to-fail multimedia set-top box standard called CDI. Many brands, models of CDI players were released, but all of them flopped and mostly forgotten in 2023. However, Philips did acquire the rights to develop 3 Zelda games for its unpopular machines. They sucked. Now a fan has taken what's perhaps the worst of those games, a top-down RPG starring Zelda herself, and unofficially ported it to the Game Boy. You might be wondering how Philips was able to create Zelda games on a non-Nintendo platform. The answer involves Sony, weirdly enough. In 1989, Sony and Nintendo signed a deal to create a CD-based add-on for the SNES. However, Nintendo would later back out of the deal and instead work with Philips. Sony was pissed and decided to develop its own game console, a little device you might have heard of called the PlayStation. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Nintendo
shit.
saw a poor reaction to the the Genesis Sega CD add-on and backed out of its planned SNES CD hardware entirely. It is believed that as some recompense for dissolving the deal, Nintendo ended up licensing some IP to Philips, allowing the company to make its own Zelda games. They weren't great, and one of the 3, Zelda's Adventure, is seen by many fans as the worst of the bunch and often cited as the worst Zelda game ever released. You can go on YouTube and look at this Zelda's Adventure.
I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm a Zelda fan, and I've got some knowledge I've got to drop, and we both are gonna learn something because a demake is a video game remake on an older platform or one which converts the game to an older graphical or gameplay style. I did not know that.
I didn't either. I thought it was a fucking misspelling. All right. Well, there you
Never
go.
heard that. Yeah, so we learn something new every day.
The more you know. Developed by John Lay. He described himself as a programmer and graphic nerd. According to Lay, a big fan of the 2D Zelda games, and out of the 3 CDI Zelda games, Zelda's Adventure looked interesting, and after stumbling across an early version of the modern development tool, GB Studio, he decided to start working on a demake during COVID-19, as the idea of a portable version of the unbeloved game seemed like something he'd want to play. So he started to do that, and I don't know. Why would you want to remake a game that sucked? I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but I mean, can you buy this motherfucker anywhere? I'm not seeing.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
if
don't
you.
see that.
Yeah, you can actually. If you want to play this, you can download the ROM from his itch page. There is a link, johnlay.itch.io/Zelda's Adventure, and he's got a YouTube channel as well, so you actually can get it. And that's kind of cool, but like I said, why would you remake a suck game? Unless maybe you can make it cool. I don't know.
But is it even the game anymore if you've really changed it that much? I mean, it's I don't know. I'm curious. You know what? Fuck it. I'd give it a try.
Yeah. I want to check it out. That's the link right there. I might look into that on a later time.
Oh, maybe tomorrow. I'm wondering like how much he changed it though. I mean, if you're changing it where it's a completely different game, then to me that's a different game. And my wheelhouse is the sports shit. NCAA. I've seen revamped. I mean, but it's 2014 improved. It's not a completely different game. So I wonder, when you get into demakes, like what constitutes like it's improved, or you're just converting it a bit, or is this just you're just making a fucking new game out of it based off of it. So I'll check it out. I want to see this shit.
Maybe it is better. Maybe it's just the game sucked on that other system because the controls are off, and I don't know. Maybe it's. I'm pretty sure it's the same game. You just did a version for the Game Boy, and it made a lot of coding and stuff you had to do. But
it sucked back in the day if you played like Mortal Kombat and you were really good on Super Nintendo and you went to a friend's house and they had Mortal Kombat, but it was on a Sega.
with the 3 buttons.
Yeah, you had to use like select as like the block or some shit, or the low kick, or it always kind of fucked your head up. I could never play on the Sega Mortal Kombat because I got my, you don't have the 4 buttons for high, low, kicks, and punches. So it kind of threw me off, but I digress.
So that's the news, everyone. What? Oh God, man, we do have a vintage game review coming up, and it's gonna be a classic one for the Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64. Oh yeah, I had a 64. I think this game came with the fucking system. Super Mario 64 is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo 64. Was released in Japan and North America in 1996 and PAL regions in 1997. Is the first Super Mario game to feature 3D gameplay, combining traditional Super Mario gameplay, visual style, and characters in a large open world. In the game, Bowser, the primary antagonist of the Super Mario franchise, invades Princess Peach's castle and hides the castle's sword. And play. As Mario, the player collects power stars to unlock enough Princess Peach's castle to get to Bowser and rescue Princess Peach. Director Shigeru Miyamoto conceived a 3D Super Mario game during the production of Star Fox, a game that sucked. Development lasted nearly 3 years, about 1 year on design and 20 months on production, starting with designing the virtual camera system. The team continued with illustrating the 3D character models, at the time a relatively unattempted task, and refining sprite movements. The sound effects were recorded by Yoji Nagajaga, and the score was composed by Koji Kondo. Super Mario 64, highly anticipated by video game journalists and audiences, boosted by the ad campaigns and showings at E3, critical acclaim. This is a flagship franchise. It's one of the biggest ones that came out just because it was on the new system, the 64. And like I said, first 3D bad boy. I remember seeing this in the store. And you could play it. Man, it was fucking crazy. 3D platformer. The player controls Mario through various courses. Very, very far more diverse than the previous games. He can walk, run, jump, crouch, climb, swim, kick, grab objects, punch. Using the game's controller analog stick and buttons, he can execute special jumps by combining a regular jump with other actions, including a double and triple jumps, long jump, backflip, and wall jump. The player can adjust the camera, operated by Lakitu, broadcasting Mario, and toggle between first-person and third-person views. Whoo! This was a pretty groundbreaking game. Did you have you had a 64 back in the day?
I did have a 64. I remember my grandparents got it. May have been Christmas or a birthday, but I remember, and I think you're right. This game came with it, or at least I got it along with the gift. And man, this game blew my shit away when I saw Mario in 3D for the first time. And it really was fucking. I don't think people who didn't grow up in that time identified Mario as such a 2D kind of character. And then when you saw him in 3D for the first time, it really kind of fucked with your head a little bit. It was Mario, but in a completely different way. So I loved it. I thought it was challenging, but what a fucking breakout game. Really cool game. Highly rated for a fucking reason.
That was a pretty cool game, y'all. I mean, I played it so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too. Yeah.
That's what you do at games.
Yep. So with this Mario 64, I'm trying to think, they're doing any like spin-offs. There's a Super Mario 64 DS re-release, and I don't think there was anything as far as like spin-offs of this particular game. Not any, but now Mario, hella spin-offs there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this bad boy. That's a 4 out. Wait a minute, damn. Yeah, four farts. That's a pretty fun one, and yeah, man, I kind of want to play this now that I'm looking at this, and I don't have a 64. I guess you could go and get an emulator and get on that, but might have to reminisce. I bet they have it on the Switch. I bet you can download it on the Switch.
I would bet it's on the Switch, Nintendo, and this game 64. That is a little strange because to me it seems like, and I could be completely wrong, but yeah, I think after late 90s, I think the video game world sped up, but I don't remember any sequels or anything. Besides different versions of different games, Mario Karts and shit like that. But yeah, like the actual Mario game there was not another leveled game anytime soon after this one, was there? Or
not a spin-off of the 64 version. It might have been
Right.
another Mario game, but it wasn't like related to that specific one, like how they sometimes do. But yeah, strong game.
Yeah, I wonder how many total Mario version games, because there was you remember Mario is Missing on the NES? That pile of shit.
I don't remember that one. I remember Wario.
Yeah, Wario's Woods. They had that. Yeah, Mario is Missing was a weird one. It was kind of an educational game. Mario's lost in the world somewhere. You're Luigi, and you had to solve riddles. Look it up. It probably deserves one fart if you ever review that pile of shit. But yeah, it's this one though. Going back, staying in the realm, Super Mario 64, really cool game. I actually would be down with getting the Switch out and checking it out.
Taking out the Switch.
Switch it up.
All right. So yeah, check that out. All you nerds out there, I'll be nerding it up with you. I might go check that out after this. Download it, and maybe play a little Mario. Mario. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get in this motherfucking man. You was at our USFL game, and then we got the championship of the XFL. Let's get into it. XFL championship on Saturday, May the 13th. Man, you were right about Arlington. I know I got that one wrong. I can't remember.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Did I pick DC last week? Or
you and I on the XFL picks. Grant Mills, J.Wiggy both picked DC. I went 2-2 last week. You went 50%. You picked Houston over Arlington, which was actually a good pick, but I just had a good feeling about Arlington. So you were 1-2, and Whis's sorry ass was 0-2. So on XFL. So now, yeah, we're at XFL championship, right?
Oh yeah, the XFL championship game featuring Arlington at DC. I think Luis Perez is going to be. Wasn't he the Stallions quarterback last year or 1 year?
Yeah, it seems like he
Or
was.
I think he was. I think he was. What do you think about this game? What do you think about the championship?
Oh man,
Alamo Dome.
Yeah, DC's pretty fucking solid. They're playing this. When is this? Saturday at 7. You got. It's weird with so little teams. You got a 4-6 team that wouldn't even qualify for a bowl game, playing a 9-1 team in a championship, and the line is DC over under is 46.5. DC -6. So yeah, DC defenders on this one all day.
Yeah, I'm going DC.
I'm going to go Arlington, yeah. Playership.
All right, Arlington and yep. So DC, yeah. They've definitely got a better record, but man, you never know when it comes to these games. So
yeah,
we shall see that. May the 3rd. Wait a minute. Yeah, May the 13th.
Oh, that's 2 weeks.
Saturday.
Yeah, not this Saturday. It'll be 2 weeks from now. My bad. I thought it was this Saturday, so be able to check that out.
On ABC and ESPN Plus, 7 o'clock is when that one comes. So we can go ahead and get into some USFL. Thanks for really wing. How was you went to this last one. How was the game?
Game was good. High scoring game. The Stallions did not get the win. They played really good. Both of them. It was against New Orleans, the Breakers. And back and forth. Stallions opened it up with a return kickoff for a touchdown. So exciting until it wasn't. Then they just some mishaps there. But yeah, definitely they're fun. I hope people continue to support your teams if you're in a local a city that has an XFL or a USFL squad. Go check it out. Pretty good football. You see some names that may go back to the NFL or were in the NFL one day. So it was good. The home team didn't get the win, but had a good time checking it out. So Stallions just came up a little short this time.
Oh, all right. I need to make you our Stallions correspondent. Week 4 in the USFL. Saturday, May 6th, on 12 p.m. on Fox, we got the Houston Gamblers versus Philadelphia Stars, Ford Field, and Detroit. What do you think on this?
I'm going to go Houston Gamblers.
I'm going to go... damn. I'm going to go Philly.
I'm going Philly, yeah. I love a good Philly steak sandwich, motherfuckers.
Ooh, that does sound good. I had a good Philly. All right. And now the evening game at 6:30 on Peacock NBC, the Memphis Showboats, Michigan Panthers at Ford Field.
Give it to Michigan Panthers. I haven't been impressed by Memphis this year.
They're 0-3, so I'm going with Michigan.
I'm going with a Michigan Panthers.
All right. And Sunday, we got a couple games. 2 p.m. Peacock, New Orleans Breakers and the New Jersey Generals. Canton, Ohio, Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium.
New Orleans played pretty good this weekend against the Birmingham Stallions. New Orleans, they looked really complete. Defense was a little loose at times, but, I mean, they racked up a lot of points. So I'm going to go with the Big Easy, New Orleans.
I'm going to go with New Orleans as well.
I'm going NEW Jersey, yeah. They're going to come back and beat ass.
All right. Second game, 5:30, FS1. These are Central Time games, by the way. The Birmingham Stallions and Pittsburgh Maulers. Same place, Tom Benson. What do you think about a home team?
Got to go with the home team. I think Birmingham bounces back. Go Stallions. Giddy up.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Birmingham as well.
I'm going with Birmingham. Got my hat on, yeah.
That's what's up. So, whoa. So, what the fuck's going on, J.Wiggy, for this week, my friend?
What is going on this week? I I'm going to be chilling this week. I've got some off days coming up, some sunshine with Jarvis this weekend. I think I'll catch you there as well. I'm ready to chill a little bit. Need a little breather. Need a little breathing room, a little cocktail. And but until then, I have nothing but office days ahead of me, so I'll be sitting at the computer chilling. What about you, Graham?
What the hell are you going to be doing at the computer?
Staying active and keeping a job.
Moving the Excel spreadsheets and stuff. I got these numbers in columns.
Yeah, just got to move the mouse around a little bit to look like I'm doing shit. Nah, I've got enough work to keep me busy, but it's admin shit, making a few phone calls, updating some notes and some files, just some bullshit to keep a job.
All right. Well, yes, upcoming Jarvis Beavers event. Excited about that, fellas. Brian's gonna be kicking in maybe. I don't know, man. Drinking, smoking, looking at asses. Hopefully.
Yeah,
we'll
maybe we go to a karaoke bar. Remember that time we were there and we heard that girl get on it? Oh.
Man, I fucking shit myself. I fucking laughed so hard there. Oh, man. Fun times in the hood. Oh, Whis, what up, baby?
Listen, I'm about to go to baby's house and just chill. I'm taking a long way home, y'all.
Oh, nice. All right, Whis. Have a good night. Man, we will be back next Monday, 9:30. You know how we do. J.Wiggy, final thoughts.
Yeah, next Monday be a good recap for the weekend. We'll have football and tales from Jarvis's shindig. Guys, always buy a bigger bottle than you'll need. Better to be safe than sober. We'll catch you next week. Grant Mills, take us home.
Yeah, check out the old episodes. Next Monday, we will be here in the dirty 9:30 and do what we do. Smoke it up.